There are many important rules in a community that people must follow. But most importantly, I think everyone should make sure that they all follow traffic rules, because many people lose their lives and get injured due to road accidents every day. Today, I'd like to explain 3 reasons we should follow traffic rules. Firstly, traffic rules keep pedestrians, especially children, safe. For example, when drivers stop at red lights, it prevents drivers of vehicles from causing accidents or hitting pedestrians. I once saw a car run a red light when we were supposed to cross the road, and it almost bumped into one of my friends, who was terrified. Secondly, traffic rules keep drivers safe. There are lots of cars on the street in different shapes and sizes. They should all follow traffic rules in order to keep themselves safe. If they do not follow traffic rules, they will bump into each other, leading to a serious car accident. Lastly, traffic rules also help the community's system work better. If everyone drives carefully and follows signs, traffic moves smoothly and jams are less likely. People will give way when they should, and everyone will get to their destination on time safely. In conclusion, traffic rules are one of the most important rules in any community because the rules are formulated to minimize accidents, injuries, and jams. When everyone follows them responsibly, our community becomes a safer place where everyone can walk and drive with peace of mind. When it comes to important rules in a community, there is one thing that pops up in my mind, and that's no littering. Littering means throwing trash on the ground instead of putting it in a trash can. I think this rule is very important because it helps keep our community clean and healthy. In this essay, I will explain why no littering is important. First of all, the no littering rule keeps our community clean and beautiful. When people throw trash on sidewalks, playgrounds, or parks, it messes up the whole place and makes it look unpleasant. It always starts with one person, then another, and then it becomes a big file or garbage dump where everyone pretends it's okay to throw trash there. I don't think it's ethical to do this. Secondly, littering can harm nature and the environment. Imagine squirrels and birds trying to eat plastic bags, or food wrappers and getting very sick, or all the trash ending up in rivers and oceans. This will eventually affect humans in the form of pollution or an unsafe ocean. Last but not least, the no littering rule keeps people safe. What do I mean by this? Think about all the trash and germs it creates. Then all the pests like flies or mosquitoes, as well as unpleasant rodents like rats. These beings can spread germs and even diseases. This is why we should always keep our public places clean. All in all, our community needs a strict no littering rule to keep it clean, protect the environment, and keep ourselves safe from germs and diseases. By using dedicated trash cans and taking trash back home if you can't find one, we can protect our community and even ourselves in the long run. There are many important rules that keep our community peaceful, but I think the most important is to be respectful. Being respectful means treating others with kindness, being polite, and recognizing everyone's right to feel safe. For students, being respectful can also mean no bullying. Let me pinpoint 3 reasons why I think being respectful is paramount for our society. Firstly, being respectful helps prevent bullying and violence. When students insult each other or spread rumors, it can seriously hurt someone's feelings, leaving a heartbreaking memory in the person's childhood. Some might think that bullying is just a joke, but it is much more than just a joke for victims who can experience long-term emotional damage. Secondly, respect builds trust and strengthens relationships. If you treat people around you with respect, they will feel comfortable hanging out or working with you. This is not rocket science. By simply saying please and thank you and listening when others speak instead of cutting in, you can raise your chances of becoming your classmate's favorite person to mingle with. Lastly, being respectful matters because bullying can lead to serious consequences later in life. For example, in South Korea, universities have begun rejecting applicants with a history of bullying. In fact, recent news reports mentioned how major universities rejected many students because of documented bullying or violence in their school life. This shows us that bullying or serious disrespect towards others can affect your future opportunities. As mentioned above, being respectful can bring everyone from violence and fulfilling relationships, while disrespecting or even bullying others can have a critical effect on your future opportunities. Students need to be respectful of one another, not just for others but for themselves, and to take advantage of the endless opportunities on their way.